Hey guys, Angel here. I thought we'd talk about a topic. I have my coffee and I have a plain glazed donut right next to me. Um, I thought we'd talk about a topic today on today's vlog, politics. I don't typically talk about politics on my YouTube channel, even though I do believe heavily on at least knowing what is going on in the political world with our government, with our authority members or anything like that, at least having a clue as to what has been happening or who's governing our nation or who is controlling what goes on in our lives, our insurance, our jobs, or anything like that. I don't mean you have to diligently follow them, but at least knowing and understanding that this is who's controlling our world and our homes and our earth, and this is just who they are, and so on and so forth. So anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit mainly about Donald Trump. But I wanted to just say that I didn't vote for Donald, or the president, Donald Trump or Mr. Trump or anything like that. I did, while I was at the voting registry and voting, I did hesitate for a minute because I was, more on the fact that Donald Trump was going to win presidency, but I was kind of teeter-tottered in between my own thoughts and what my family kind of followed, the fact of Hillary Clinton. So I did end up just going with Hillary Clinton. It was up in the air. It was like a ring toss, pretty much, of me choosing the right person or not. So that was my vote on the presidency. I know it doesn't matter, but I just thought I'd let you know. I didn't really care. I was just voting to just give the electoral or the election an extra vote. So, here's the deal. I have been sick for a while. I just literally, not, which is why I'm eating something and trying to wake up a little bit. I didn't go to bed until like probably 1 or 2 this morning. I was up editing and creating and trying to fix my channel and stuff like that, edit it and create a watermark and stuff like that, or figure out how to, since everything is kind of really weird and I can't find anything on the YouTube Creator Studio app or YouTube. So I woke up from coming upstairs and I laid down in the spare bedroom upstairs because I thought maybe just a change of scenery would help me relax. And when I woke up, I ended up throwing up in the trash can next to me. So I literally, I was uncontrollably vomiting for like 5 minutes. Like, I literally could barely even catch my breath because I just couldn't stop throwing up. And I don't mean to be vulgar or sick. So when I finally stopped, and like I said, I'm still feeling nauseous and sick right now, but I'm trying to, just kind of wake up a little bit. And this cup says, "Love knows no limits." But anyways, so I was trying to wake up a little bit, put a little bit of something in my stomach, kind of get that sickness to go away and to get a little bit of like energy and strength back. But I was thinking, Donald Trump came into presidency, about a year or so ago? Almost going on 2 years, maybe, in a little bit. And he just changed recently the government insurance, which I'm currently on, because I cannot find a job that, I either know enough about to where it's stable or that I want to stay with because they're a good company. So he changed the insurance to what I now carry, which is almost exactly the same as what I did carry, but it's a different name. And I don't want to say anything, derogatory or anything or discriminatory, but the insurance sucks, just to let you know. I'm bipolar, I'm disabled, I have absolutely... Please do not use any parts of this video as an attack on the president. I do have 3 other children that have either husbands or wives or kids to take care of, and one of their child also has epilepsy, so it's like they've got a lot on their plate, so plus their home and their expenses and so on and so forth. So like I said, the insurance that he inflicted, I tried to find a psychiatrist or a psychologist that I could get my medication prescribed from, and they have absolutely no local in the area, which, because of the change of insurance, I was seeing one current nurse practitioner and psychiatrist to have my meds prescribed, and I could no longer see them and supposedly get therapy that I may have possibly needed for this problem that's been going on. And I had to leave their office and go to a locally, like, generic kind of like mental health facility that like mandates, so much other crap that I don't need. I just pretty much need to talk to either a nurse practitioner or a nurse or the psychiatrist in order to get my medications prescribed. I've gone through a lot of stuff with my illness and stuff like that, and nowadays I diligently, take my medications unless, I either, fall asleep too late and I forget, or just normal things like that. I pretty much try and take them every single day. And like I said, I've had so many problems, just to mention, and I don't think I'm going to name the facility because I've had a lot of problems with this facility. I don't like them, and their current other co-owners and sister companies are just as bothersome. They're a very low income run facility, and they take pretty much any type of anything, so they don't really have that kind of morale to where they are like, like, we give out this type of respect and just way of projecting themselves, I guess, as, employees or anything like that. So they're just low income facility, and, since they were local and they were the only place left that it took my insurance, I had to, start stuff there with them. So, like I said, I'm going to get back to you in just a minute. I'm going to finish a little bit of this coffee, and because it's starting to get cold, and I will get back to you in just a minute. Okay, back to what I was talking about. That's just a little bit on the reasoning why I feel the way that I feel, which I will explain about either the presidency or just how things are in the United States today or right now. And that's just why my views are the way that they are. I currently don't really care about what's going on in the presidency, or the government or anything like that. There's been a lot of issues with the place where my current residency is. Excuse me. Especially with the departments and, a lot of the people and stuff like that. I was 15 years old and I moved from California to where I'm currently living. Right now I'm not in the state. I am visiting due to a guest staying in my apartment, and for reasons that don't need to be told. But they do have a YouTube channel, so you can check them out. Their YouTube channel name is Rick Lawrence, or Richard Lawrence, Lowrance. So anyways, so yeah, like I said, I'm not currently ecstatic with the way the nation's being run, or what's going on in at least my life. I'm not saying everybody else's life is just as bad, but I'm not ecstatic with the president right now. I do support him because he was elected by our nation as president of the United States, and I don't believe that if we are the people that elected him, that, which I didn't vote for him, but if we elected him, the majority population of the United States elected him to be president, then those of you who elected him, whether he's good or bad, should have to deal with whatever it is that he does do. I don't think that. Please remember that I am sick, so some of the things that I have said may be not exactly accurate. Thank you. The nation should, if it suffers, it should suffer, given the fact that we, the people, allowed him to be the commander-in-chief, the person that runs our country and dictates what happens in this country, business-wise, economically, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, I'm not currently, and my stance on this is that I'm not totally for the president, but unless it's a dire issue and he needs to be impeached or removed or anything like that, I believe we need to deal with, what happens for electing a president if he's not a good president, you know? It's like, I don't think that, you know, we should be easily, you know, it should be taken lightly that we chose to put this man who typically on a good day still stands for the, like, the typical white supremacy of what our founding fathers, even though they had good notions supposedly in starting the White House and the presidency and the government and stuff like that, he is like the epitome, or the, like, the epic standing of what our founding fathers were in this nation when all of this was started. He's an all-white man. He's a big guy in the business world. You know, he's now the president. You know, it's just like it's insane when you think about it, that, you know, Barack Obama, half African American, half white American, was just finished his presidency, and, you know, now this white guy that's supposedly racist and fascist and just an all around, like, so guy is now the president again. And it's like, you know, we just had a change in this nation where we just went from an all white male presidency to a partially mixed race presidency. So, like I said, it's just, it's something to think about, you know. I'm not going to talk very long on this because I don't really know how politics run over on YouTube. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you want me to talk about more other issues in the world, or in America, or in the United States of America, or just what's going on locally or anything like that. Things that I have found, or what I think about certain issues. Just let me know, hey, what do you think about this? Please subscribe to my channel. And you know, like I said, you know, everyone has their own opinion in this country. It is a free country. You are allowed to choose whatever it is that you want to do, believe, or think in this country. But, you know, when certain decisions in this world that are typically not really in certain people's hands, you know, have affected their lives so badly, you know, the system currently right now, you know, has literally failed me in every sense. I feel, you know, my parents are there, but they're not, you know, I don't want to blame it on my parents because it's not fully their fault. I mean, it might be, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't want to give blame to anyone right now, but I have my notions as to what's been going on. I've had them for a while, and, you know, it's just been a rough course these last at least 4 years. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think about Donald Trump and the President of the United States. Let me know your views, and, you know, if you voted for him, if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, because that's not typically something you have to let me know or tell anybody, but if you want, let me know if you did or didn't vote for him. Let me know how you feel about his current standing in the presidency, how he's doing. But that's my view. You know, I don't think that, unless it's due necessary, that he needs to be impeached, but I do think he needs to figure out a better way of governing our nation and finding better tactics as to healthcare coverage and just safety and protection. And, you know, like I said, I actually, you know, all my life I come from a long line of military and department. When I say department, I mean police and sheriff's department. You know, department
that also
or safety
includes
department,
fire department and
people
EMS
that have
department.
become part of the force. I mean, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles. You know, my grandmother, my mother, my father. You know, I mean, I know particularly my brothers and sisters. I know they've at least at some point wanted to probably become a soldier or something, you know. And I know I've definitely tried my hand at seeing if there's anything I could even do to help in protecting and serving specifically. And, you know, I've had a lot of background with, you know, like counseling and, you know, children and all that stuff. So I'm going to let you go because this video is probably going to be like a 2-part video, but I'm going to try to edit it and see if I can get it down to about 15 minutes. So you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Press that subscribe button, guys. And let me know that you're there. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm Angel. This is Angel Sky Channel, and peace. Mwah.